Hi you guys. So today I'm going to show you kind of a classic eye look with a bold liner and a cut crease. Just simple, very muted eyeshadow and a red lip. So I've already got foundation, contour, blush, and highlight and my eyebrows done. And now I'm just going to start on my eyeshadow. So to start, I'm using a primer. This is the MAC Soft Ochre and a concealer brush. And I'm going to apply this up on my brow bone with the concealer brush. Be careful not to get it on your brows, because that will change the look. And then just a little bit at the corner here. Since this is a bold eyeliner look, I'm not going to be putting any eyeshadow or eyeliner on the bottom lid there. So then I'm going to use my finger and apply this on the lid. So I have hooded eyelids, so a cut crease and even a winged liner can be a little bit difficult. And I saw this really cool trick where when you do your cut crease, you apply a little bit of concealer here at the base of your lid and then roll your eyes. And it makes a mark on your eyeshadow where to follow. So I am going to try that today. See how that works out. I was really amazed when I saw that. Okay. So we all get anxiety from time to time, and this is my happy place. Putting on makeup, I totally zone out into it and I don't think about anything else. And I think that that's really important, especially, I mean, it's really important for everybody to have, you know, that time where you're not thinking about all the stresses in life. But I think it's really important for women to have that, you know, me time. So whatever it is, don't forget to take time for yourself to do whatever makes you feel good. So I'm just going to take this shadow brush here, and like I said, I'm going to keep the eyeshadow really simple. So to start, I'm going to start with a color in this Ace Beauty palette, the Grandiose palette, and this is Patchouli, and it's just a very light nude color. And I'm going to apply this as a base, starting at my crease here, up the brow bone. Now I'm not going to apply it all the way up here, but pretty close. I'll end up doing some sort of highlight or shimmer up there later. There. You can see it's just very soft, not much color to it. And then I'm going to apply, let me find the one I'm looking for here, a color from this Lime Crime Venus palette. So this is the first one, not the Venus 2. And this color is called Divine. And I'm just going to start that down in the crease. And I'm not taking it all the way up the brow bone, just a little bit, because this is the part that that I want to show after I put the cut crease in. Just gives it a little bit of definition. And then I'm going to blend that with the blending brush. See if I can find a clean one here. So I'm blending that into that first ivory color. I'm blending out the edge a little bit there. I'm gonna add a little bit more here and even this one out. Okay, so now we're going to put in the cut crease. I am going to take a angled brush here. Make sure it's clean. So I'm just going to use this angled, it's kind of like a stiff liner or brow brush. And use my concealer if I can find it. There we go. So this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but any concealer will work, hopefully. So I'm just getting a little bit, probably a good amount on this because I want it to press up to my lid. And I'm going to apply this on my lash line. We'll see how this works. Wow, see, it did make a mark. So that's the line that I want to follow for my cut crease. And I'm going to add just a little bit more. Just all right, so that's as good as it's going to get. Now I'm going to follow that with my eyeshadow primer, wherever it went. Obviously I'm losing everything today. Here we go, right in front of my face. So I'm just going to use this flat concealer brush that I applied the primer with before. And I'm going to follow this line. So what this is doing is it's basically cleaning off the eyeshadow on your lid here. And creating that cut crease. If you need to, dip your brush again and add more primer. It's not cleaning off so easy on this outer part here. Now you're going to go back over this with eyeshadow, a light color, and try to keep it in that line. Let's see. And you want to use matte colors for this look, nothing with shimmer. You can use shimmer on your brow bone. So this is the Morphe 335O palette. And I'm going to use this very light matte color here in the corner. And I'm using another concealer brush, flat concealer brush, just to kind of press this powder on to the lid, and then I'll be really careful up here. And it looks a bit odd right now, but once you get your liner and your lashes on, the whole look comes together. That's how it always works. All right, so now I'm going to do the other eye. I feel like I should probably start doing just one eye on these videos so that they're not quite so long, but here we go anyways. When I watched this tutorial, there was no sound and it was kind of sped up for the eye rolling deal, and I was like, what is she doing? I had to watch it a few times and I was like, that's genius. There it is. So when you roll your eyes with eyeliner, or you know, if you have hooded eyelids, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You do not want to let that liner part touch your lid up there, otherwise you have to start completely over. So there's lots of ways to do the cut crease, but I just thought that this was a really ingenious way to get it semi-even naturally without having to, you know, use like a little spoon or something, or stencil that people use. I know a lot of people use concealer for this, which would probably work even easier to clean off the eyeshadow, because this paint pot is a little tacky, so it does have some drag on the skin. Which is a little difficult to work with, so try using your concealer. You know, if you're new to makeup or whatever, it will make it a little easier, I think. There. See how that is a really strong, defined line. So that's what you want for a cut crease, rather than that blended look. So now I'm going to use a gel liner. This is Inglot 77. You can order it on Amazon. And then this is Inglot Duraline. You can also order on Amazon. I'm sure you can order straight from Inglot as well. I just put 1 drop of this in here. I broke my lid a while back and there was still a ton of product left in there, so it got dried out, and this just totally revamps it. Makes it smooth, easy to work with. So this is a Morphe M160 1/16 liner brush, and I love it. It's my favorite. Very inexpensive. Order straight from the Morphe site. So I'm just cleaning the brush off with some brush cleaner, just so that it's not stiff. It's nice and soft and easy to use. dipping my brush, mixing that Duraline in there a little bit. I mean, if you can use a pen, any other brand of gel liner. This just happens to be my go-to. Cleaning the brush off, and then I'm going to start at the bottom of my winged liner at the inner corner and come out. And then on my way back, I'm going to start at the top and come in. Now, if you mess up, don't worry, I'll show you how to clean it up. So it seems, you know, really dramatic, but with this look, it's a bold liner, so you want your liner to be thicker and longer. Now, I have hooded eyelids, so that's why I like to leave my eye open. That way I can see exactly where I'm placing it, because if I were to close my eye, I may make it go down or up too much. As far as the wing goes. Alright, so before I finish that, I do want to add a little shimmer to this, just because it is a holiday look. I know I said I was only going to do matte, but I'm going to add the shimmer just to the inner corner and to the brow bone at the top. So I'm going to use this glitter glue, which is from Glitter Injections. And I'm just applying that to the inner corner, and I'm going to apply a little up here to the brow bone, and I'm just going to spread that part down with my finger, just so it's not a harsh line. And then I'm going to apply this E.M. Michelle Fan Color Facets, and this is in Fairy Glimmer. I had a really hard time. I couldn't find like an Instagram, official Instagram page for this, so this must be just like a random makeup brand that isn't big or anything yet. I got this in an Ipsy bag and I love it. So I don't use it very often. So I'm just going to press this into the inner corner here. See? And then a little on the brow bone up here. See that? And the reason why I did that before I finished my liner is because I don't want that shimmer to go over the inner corner of my liner here, because it will make the liner look shimmery, of course. Now I leave my eyelid open, and I'm not going to talk when I do this because it will mess me up. I'm starting to get little fine lines on my eyelid in here, so if I close my eyes, it doesn't come out smooth. And I also don't just do a one fluid movement. I do more like little taps, and that helps it not to move the eyelid. I used to be able to just do one fluid line, but we have to figure out new tricks as we age, right? There we go. See, nice and bold on the outer corner, a little bit less up on the top there. And I may add more once I get my lashes on. Sometimes the band covers the liner, so I do add a little bit more. Now, when I do my other eye, I'm going to clean this brush again, because if I don't, it's already gotten a little too stiff to get that nice clean line on the other eye. Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm going to have to make a part 2. I'll be back.